Long now until the lights go green for the Mexico Grand Prix qualifying. So let's get ready and see who has that pole position winning performance in them this afternoon. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong. And that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my Robert Kubica Career Mode on F1 2017. This weekend we're at the Mexican Grand Prix, and as you can see, I had just about 1,000 resource points. Thought about doing something else, but seeing as I'm going to leave the team anyway with only three races to go, so I decided, you know what, let's just push through and make this engine a proper beast of a Renault. So that's what I've done. The final engine upgrade for the season into qualifying. Then on our bank lap, it's been okay, it's not been the worst. Coming up to the line now, and it's gonna be a 19.14, which I don't know if it's good or not, but looks okay. But it means we're sitting P8, if I can speak some English, and with 4 minutes to go, which is gonna come out. It's not gonna be very ideal. Yellow flags, Ocon coming out of the pits in our way. It's not really going well for us, and even by turn 1 we already lost about 2 tenths, although we're gaining it back now. And look at this Ericsson, I don't know what he's doing. He's completely about to ruin our lap. This is not ideal at all. Somehow got past him and actually going green, which is pretty insane that I've actually managed to do that. Coming up to the end of the line, we're sitting P9 right now, but it's not been a big improvement, just under a tenth, even not even a tenth improvement, but I think it's gonna be enough. Yep, P10. That's alright. I mean, both the Renaults have made it through into Q2, and if you notice, finishing my first lap in Q2, I've actually decided to get put on the super soft tires, because for the race I'm really hoping to do a one stop. I'm not gonna have any penalties this race, so if I can somehow make it into the top 10, that's gonna be insane for us, although it's not really looking like it is gonna happen. We're sitting P13 in between Massa and Fernando with 2 minutes of the session to go. It's going to take a big lap here, not going to lie. A massive improvement is going to be needed here if I'm going to make it out of Q2. I mean, honestly, even if I don't make it out of Q2, if I start P11 or something, I'm still very confident in my strategy to make it happen. But look at that, half a second improvement coming up to the line. Is this gonna happen? We're sitting P14, but not for long, because have a look at that, P8 and P9, both the Renaults are made it through, and crucially for me, I have qualified on the super soft tires, which means I'll start on them and then move on to a set of softs or mediums, I don't know, but a one stop definitely on. Now then, for the top 10 shootout, I don't really have any sort of big ambitions, because Mexico isn't really a huge track for me, which is why I only come out with 2 minutes to go, just to do one lap at the end when the track is as good as it can be. Ricardo is giving us a bit of a problem, but we're gonna come to the line anyway, see what is gonna be here. It's a 17.7, which puts us P4. Really? We're not done at P4, but we've done P6, which is still, I mean, that's impressive, isn't it? I did not think that was gonna happen, but we've qualified P6 for the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's go to the race. Did not see that coming. I mean, both the Renaults in the top 10 as well, so pretty good session there.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Raikkonen, Bottas, Max Verstappen and Renault, Perez, Ocon, Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, Sainz, Alonso, Daniel Kvyat and Ericsson, Stroll, Wehrlein, Daniel Ricciardo and Felipe Massa, Van Dorn and Nico Hulkenberg completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Welcome to the grid then for the start of the race. We're starting P6, 5 red lights, and we are underway for the Mexican Grand Prix. Remember, we're starting on super softs and we got a much better start compared to Max Verstappen on his Ultras. On this long straight here, our Renault power is gonna come in clutch, gonna help us a lot as we go 3 wide with the Ferrari and the Mercedes of Bottas here. Bottas has hit us once, he's hit us twice there, and he's just kicking off. He's pushing us off track. Yellow flags momentarily. Vettel has kept it ahead of us. We're gonna go down the inside again into this next corner, see if we can outbrake him. No, he can't. He's gonna keep it ahead of us. But where is Bottas? Bottas is gonna come in and hit us again. It's what he's hit us like 4 or 5 times now. He's bullying his way and just bulldoze his way past us. It's not even an overtake. It's just pushing me off track. So that was very unlike Bottas there. And meanwhile, I'm going wayward as well. And Sergio Perez, the home hero in his Force India, is not going to take any of it. He's going to come past us. We're going to send it down the inside. See if it's going to happen. No, it's not. And we're going to settle down back behind Perez into P6. I mean, we started in P6 and all of that madness in 3 laps later, we're still in P6. So that's a bit, underwhelming, anticlimactic. But anyway, on lap 4 here, we've got Max Verstappen to worry about, who's come into form here because, on this long straight with this S section here, I've been very slow and a bit tentative, and Max is about to, gain on that. We're gonna go to the inside here, make Verstappen go around the outside and just outbrake him enough, and yep, we kept that position for now. But Max is looking very dangerous, especially through that middle sector there. On the next lap, we've somehow taken the outside. Bit of a mistake there, but we're gonna have to make it stick as it turns into the inside for the next section there, and we've somehow kept it ahead of Verstappen, who incidentally has got himself a Toro Rosso to worry about, which is, fair play to Toro Rosso. That's good pace there. Couple of cars in the pits. I think that is Bottas and Vettel as well. Raikkonen and I think Hamilton have both gone so far ahead. They've both made their pit stops and still come out ahead of me. Of course, I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go a bit longer on this set of tires because I started on my super softs. Meanwhile, we've got Lewis Hamilton pressuring us like always. How many times has this happened? He's come out of the pits and gonna pressure us again. So this time I don't know why I'm fighting him, but I am because I have no idea, and I can keep him behind as well. Look, that was incredible defense, but it's gonna end very soon because we're gonna box this coming lap onto lap 13 here. This set of tires has had its share of struggle, so we're gonna come in to the pits here. We're gonna release Hamilton, Vettel and Bottas, Perez and all those guys, apart from Raikkonen obviously. We're gonna come in to the pits and we're gonna bolt on a set of ultra soft tires. Now you might be thinking, hold on, if you saw my qualifying, I said that I'm gonna start on this set of super softs, only because I'm gonna go and do a one stop onto softs. As we see, was that Ricardo go out of the race? DRS disabled, virtual safety car. So as I said, I was gonna do a one stop, but rain is forecast for this race, so which means all of my strategy thrown out the window, and this super soft stint is not gonna be enough to take us to the time it's gonna start raining. So I'm gonna have to bolt on a set of ultras and just smash in the laps here and get past people. First overtake in the books, it is my teammate who started dead last, remember, because of an engine penalty. So he's doing well, I think, and we're gonna go down the inside of Carlos Sainz here. Renault power, we've got it a bit more upgraded, so we must just have that little punch there, and we've gotten past Sainz as well. Meanwhile, next car up ahead is our good old rival Esteban Ocon in his Force India. Has taken us till about lap 16, a couple of laps to get near him, go down the inside of this corner, make it difficult for him, and then switch back. This time it's worked very well compared to how it worked with Sainz, and we've gotten past our rival here onto we're up to P12. So as I said, it's gonna start raining very soon, right? And I just want to bang in the laps here, about 6 laps, and then go on to my inters. And because if I'd gone on to softs, I would have gotten those 6 laps, but it wouldn't have been as fast as it is now with these with this set of ultras. So we're gonna go catching, I think, Kvyat this time. Kvyat is doing very well in P6, but we've spent about 3 or 4 laps just tracking him down. We brought it down to a second, and it's gonna start raining very soon in about a lap or so. So what we have to do is catch Kvyat and then pit, or just, you know, even if we don't catch Kvyat, we just have to pit. We have to pit. We have to be essentially one of the people to pit the first, first. So see if we can make that happen. On making this move on Kvyat, we're gonna go down the outside. It's clearly started raining. We've gotten that move done into P6, and we're gonna lap as well. So we're gonna box as well. So we've done both. Hang on, we've on lap 21 here. We've gone a bit wayward. Kvyat is coming. No, thank you, and we just squeezed him out. And we're gonna come in first of the ones to pit in for wet weather tires, I mean the inters. Kvyat is not coming in, so I'm hoping this decision is gonna help us massively. So here we go then. First of the cars to pit onto intermediate tires. We're gonna come out wherever lap P14, and I think Alonso is the car to pit second onto intermediate tires. So here we go. We're gonna bang in a massive lap here while everyone else is going around on their dry tires. We're gonna see if this has done us any good. We're gonna come across, there's a huge ton of cars in the pit. So here we go, P12, P9, P8, P7, there's another car, Perez, P6, and there's another car, Bottas. We've gotten so close to Bottas now. We're gonna go down the inside here, see if we can make this move stick as well. Remember, he's just come out of the pits. Meanwhile, we've gotten a lap's experience, if that makes sense. So we've gotten past him as well, and we're up into P5. And towards the end of this lap, Kevin Magnussen is just, I don't know what he's doing. He's still a lap later and he's still on softs. We get past him pretty easily, and that is us up into P4. Would you imagine? That has paid off so well, and we are up into P4. Obviously we can't catch hang on, what's gonna happen? No way! Kimi Raikkonen, from the lead of the race, has had a mechanical failure. Definitely was in the lead of the race, this guy. And oh my god, and we've been gifted, see there he is, and we've been gifted a podium position out of nowhere. Oh man, as we return to racing speed on lap 24. Hamilton and Vettel I don't think we're gonna catch, but our main concern here is just staying away from Valtteri Bottas. He's about a second behind us. If we can just keep him at bay, we're gonna have a podium here out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. And if I'm gonna be honest, right, I was very scared of Bottas, but I shouldn't have been, because Bottas is not catching me. Meanwhile, if anything, Perez is catching Bottas. So I don't exactly, look at that. Perez is gonna come through on the inside, and even before they get to the corner there, Sergio Perez has made that position stick, and he's up to P4, and he's my worry now for about 4 laps remaining. He's gonna get very close to me there. He's gonna send me out. No, please keep your composure. Jesus, man. Somehow the home hero really wants a podium here. I mean, obviously he does. We're gonna have to defend as hard as possible, and at this point, about 2 laps to go, I sort of settled into it and just get rid of all the nerves, and we're gonna defend, just about make it from Sergio Perez here. Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel up ahead is gonna get the win, pretty gifted to him after Kimi retired from the lead of the race. Sebastian Vettel comes through to win the Mexican Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton in a very far, distant P2. He actually had to pit a second time, which means his deficit has come down a bit. But meanwhile, for us, we're gonna come through the last corner, final time. We're gonna come through and somehow keep Perez behind and get a podium. Would you imagine? Did not think that would happen at the start of the race, given how bad my pace was. But there you go. A podium at the Mexican Grand Prix. Whew.
So here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
And there you have it, P3 and a step on the podium at the Mexican Grand Prix. It's a weird little circuit for me. I rarely ever drive it, and that showed out there with my lack of pace in the first stint. But some pretty good strategy decisions in there. And boom, P3, Brazil next weekend. Love the track, so we'll see how that goes there. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and I will see you then. Jan Barpe.